everyone, and welcome to the press conference for the 2013 National Mini Stick Hockey League Champions Cup. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Richard Luzak and I'm the league commissioner. This is Jason Wilkie, he's my deputy commissioner, and we have Mr. DeVries, who is our Dean of Suspensions and Expulsions, here in attendance this morning.
Yeah.
What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be outlining all of the changes and the new procedures and new additions that we have added to this year's tournament over last year. And at the end we'll have a question and answer session. If you guys have any questions for us, you can direct it to any one of the three of us. The same thing as it was last year, we're going to have teams of two. The entrance fee has gone up this year to $10 a person or $20 a team. There will be a sign-up day next week Thursday, October 17th after school. There is a little change in that, however. Students will not be able to leave class early whatsoever on that day only, not even to go to the bathroom. You won't be allowed to leave class. And you will have to line up outside of Mr. Hannon's room, room 1L, at 2:15. You won't be allowed to line up beforehand because last year students were lining up beforehand and cutting people, so we're going to have security there as well. John Moretti is our director of security, and he'll be there to make sure that everything is fair and everything is going as planned. There will be two conferences this year instead of 6, the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference, and each conference will have 3 divisions in each conference. And you'll be broken up based on your area of the world where your dynasty is from, which you'll select on the day that you sign up. A win is 2 points this year, a tie is 1, and a loss is 0. In the playoffs only, if it's a tie, you will go to 4-minute overtime periods. Each period that goes on, there is no score, you will continue to play overtime periods, and you guys will switch sides until a goal is scored in the playoffs only. This year we have added a faculty component, and this year we are proud to have 16 of our faculty members participating in their own round-robin format of the mini-stick tournament. They will be playing games just like the students will. They'll be following all the same rules, and they'll be most likely the first few games that they can go and assist students if they need to after school. Let's see here. All the referees' decisions, they will be notified of all the rules of the tournament, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask me about them. There's a few changes regarding the safety. With the opening face-off, if you move, the ball will go directly to the other team. You won't be able to keep it, and we're not going to redo it. And then we added a lot of penalties as well to ensure the safety. So I'll give you a few examples of the penalties. A 1-minute double minor penalty will be assessed for boarding or pushing against the boards in a forceful manner. 2-minute major penalty will be assessed for using inappropriate language or arguing with tournament officials. Throwing the stick and gaining unfair advantages, that is illegal. And finally, 5-minute major for any attempt to instigate a fight. While it's allowed at the NHL level, it is not allowed at our level. If you do not come at your pre-appointed time, the schedule will be posted well in advance outside of Mr. Hannon's room 1L. If you don't show up and your game is scheduled for 2:28 and you show up at 2:29, your game will be declared over and you will forfeit the game to your opponents. You will lose 1 point in the standings and your opponents will gain 2 points on you. So please show up at your scheduled time. And if you have any issues with days that you're going to be scheduled, write that on your registration form when you sign up at the sign-up day. Playoffs are going to be different as well. There will be the top 4 teams from each conference that will make it into the playoffs. The 4th overall seed will be determined by a wild card game of the 4th and 5th overall seeds of your conference. The division winners will take the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, how the NHL currently does it, and it'll go NHL style from there on out. For equipment, you may use knee pads, but you may not use helmets or goalie sticks. You may use composite mini sticks, however, Mr. Hannon, who is our Director of Player Safety, must approve them in advance. Before each game, students will be able to warm up on your respective court. We have 2 courts. We have Court A, which is Red Raiders Arena, and Court B, which is Mundi Eventus Center. You will be allowed 1 minute of warm-up time prior to each match, and you cannot enter the court until you are authorized to do so. On the sign-up day, you will have to pay your $10 fee per student. If you don't, you will not be allowed to participate in the tournament. Last year we had 250 students out of 500 want to participate in the tournament for 48 spots. So both team members have to be at sign-up day on the 17th, You need to pay your $20 fee, and you guys need to sign our 2 registration forms that we have for you. Standings will be updated regularly and will be posted outside of Mr. Hannon's room. I coordinate all that, so if there's an issue, you will come and see me. I'm the one that also makes the schedule, so if you have any issues regarding the schedule, you'll come and see me. As far as opening day, and then we'll open it up for questions if you guys have any, we will have the playing of our national anthem by Evan Loomis
Please call
on the
the main
bagpipes.
office.
We'll have a ceremonial face-off with Mrs. Stahl, who will be doing that. And our opening game will be a faculty game. It will be Mr. Lanigan and Miss Mez versus Mr. Kozowski and Mr. Moretta. Do you guys have any questions at this point before we continue, and if our Deputy Commissioner or Dean of Suspensions and Expulsions has anything to add? Yes, Mr. Morano.
For President Luzak, I was wondering, why has the entry fee been increased?
The entry fee has been increased to make a larger donation to charity. All of the entrance fees goes directly to charity. We do not keep a dime of it. It all goes. Last year we donated all of it to Raiders Against Cancer to sponsor the faculty teams. And we're gonna have, hopefully, we're gonna expand this tournament to make it a more common event throughout the school year. So we want to make more sizable donations to charity. Mr. Schneider.
How long is the penalty for body checking?
Penalty for body checking will be, depending on the severity, 1 to 2 minutes, double minor or major.
Keep in mind too, if there are shenanigans happening, right, a lot of body checks, then you're liable to discipline from myself. So I would be very careful throwing the body checks.
Mr. Anderson.
I have a question for Jay. How do you feel about these changes?
I'm very excited about the upcoming changes for the new mini-state tournament this year. And I would like to personally make very clear that despite what happened last year, there will be no exception to any of these changes. Last year there was a lot of people filling in for other people or time changes. That will not be kosher this year. So everyone needs to make their own times, and there will be no changing whatsoever. And I think Mr. Luzak and Mr. DeVries can verify that.
We have
for
to
sure.
keep everything kosher.
Yes.
We put in a lot of work. Jason and me and Mr. DeVries and Mr. Anna have been working on this since the summer. We put a lot of work into this tournament, and we have to keep it running smooth and ensure fairness for all teams, regardless of if you're a senior or if you're a junior, sophomore, or freshman, or faculty for that matter. Mr. Nesternak.
Will there be any significant changes to the way the rinks are set up?
The rinks are all brand new. If you played last year, you had the carpets, you had the boards. Those are all going to be redone. We have an Italian carpenter working on our boards at the current time, and they'll be bracketed along the sides so there'll be no overlapping. The arenas will be in a different formation than last year. It'll be one, and then the next one will be right against it. And there will be lots of room, more room than last year for spectators to come and be able to watch the games. Mr. DePaz.
Do you have a list of team names?
I don't with me, but they'll be posted outside of Mr. Hannon's room, and when you come to sign up, you'll be able to select your team name, and you will be able to select your own NHL goal horn, which will blare when you score a goal. We have also purchased NHL goal lights, so when you score, we'll have the goal lights going, and we'll have the NHL goal horns blaring for you as well. Mr. DePaz.
Are the team names the same as last year with the different civilizations?
The team names are slightly different. There are 9 new team names. We've retired 9 for this tournament. They might be brought back for the next tournament. I haven't decided how we're going to do that yet, but there is 9 new team names, and they're not from, there was one conference where there's 3 of them that are new. There's others that didn't change at all. Yes?
How many openings are there?
There are a total of 48 spots, 24 teams, and both partners, again, have to be at the sign-up day. And the first 24 teams in line will be taken and will be signed up in the tournament. That pay their entrance fee, and both teammates are there to sign the registration form. Yes?
Should we bring our own sticks?
You may bring your own sticks, however, our Director of Player Safety, Mr. Hannon, has to approve them. If you do not have many sticks, we will provide them for you. Yes?
What if you have a cast on your arms or legs or any of that sort? Are we able to play then or no?
Nope. Nope. Not gonna happen.
Mr. Nasternak?
if the ball is sent out of the playing area, will the clock stop or will it continue to?
The clock will stop each time the ball is exited out of play, and then it'll be restarted when the team that didn't throw it out of play or shoot it out of play, when the goalie sends it back into play. Yes,
After a goal is scored, is it a face-off or does the
we'll drop the puck just like a face-off. Yes. Yes.
How long is each game?
Each game is a 5-minute period. For the playoffs, the students and the faculty both will receive 2 5-minute periods for the finals only.
Oh, so it's a 5-minute game.
So it's a 5-minute game. Yes.
Are there timeouts?
Each team gets 1 timeout per game. Yes.
is there intermissions?
Only for the finals. Only for the finals are there intermissions, Mr. Adams.
How long is each time out?
Each timeout will be 30 seconds. Yes, Mr. Loomis.
Any shootouts?
No shootouts whatsoever this year, no. We eliminated that as we took a look at the rules. We wanted to make it fair for both teams. If this was the actual NHL, obviously we would have it, but since we are mini sticks and the arenas are the size that they are, it's not feasible for us to have a shootout. Any final questions? Mr. Wilkie, Mr. Breeze, do you have anything to add to anything?
No, we're done.
All right, last question.
Have
Mr.
you
Kozak.
incorporated the new hybrid icing? into
No.
the new stick?
No, there's no
Oh.
icing whatsoever.
This is just silly.
Thank you for coming to our press conference. We look forward to seeing you at the sign-up day. Please come and sign up. We encourage all students to come and participate. Wednesday, November 13th, all the way to Monday, November the 25th. All Tuesdays are rest days, so there will be no games on the Tuesdays. And then any days that we have off in there, there will be obviously no games. So please come after school. Games will start at 2:18 in the activity center. So please come and watch us come and cheer your fellow classmates on. Thank you very much.